Hi everybody, today I want to show you how to go on to Shopify and TEEINBLUE and set up these best friends mugs using the clip art. This clip art was purchased from Etsy. Let's see, I'll show you the exact listing that I used. Let's see. This is the one that I used. It's called Best Friends Chibi Drinking Cocktails Clip Art. Bestie clip art, girl sitting, and the creator of this is called Daisy Art PSD. I'm not being paid in any way to plug this, but it's just the one that I used and I really liked it, so I figured that I'd share it with you. So I'm just going to close that out. I don't need that anymore. So this Best Friends mug is set up with clip art. It has customizable heading here and also customizable names. You can go on and you can customize the drink that they're holding, the hair, the skin tones, the clothing, the shoes, even the eye color. So let's just get, let me pull up my Shopify account here and open my TEEINBLUE, and I will start to show you how I set this up. So I'm just going to open my TEEINBLUE app here. I'm working off two screens here, so I'm just going to drag it over onto my working screen. And here we go. So whenever you set up a new product in TEEINBLUE, you have to set up a product base. I already have the mugs set up, but I'm just going to take the time to show you how to set them up as well. So the first thing you have to do when you set up any product is you have to go to import product. I'm going to get the mugs from Printify. That's the print on demand supplier that I generally use because I'm in Canada and they have a provider in Canada, and my main market is in Canada as well. So when I type in mug here and I scroll down, there's one particular mug here that's covered by a Canadian printer, and that's this one, ceramic mugs 11, 15 and 20 ounce. So I'm going to import that product, select the print provider, and the print provider for me is Duplium. Now there are other print providers in the US as well, and you can choose one of those. Okay, so I'm just going to go import. So it brings in this ceramic mug into our product base. So when you click on that, it's going to give you a blank product here. Fulfillment provider is going to say Printify. Fulfillment catalog ID is 618. It adds some default text here. You can change this description to whatever you like. I'm a fan these days of going on to ChatGPT to get some really nice descriptions. Okay, so if you look up here, it shows mockup. So I really don't like these mockups because they have a bit of a curve to them, and there's no way to put your design on this without leaving it straight, and it looks kind of awkward straight with a curved mug. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all these. It's the first thing I'm going to do. This is going to be quite a long tutorial, I think, because there's a lot of steps involved, and to get it just right you have to follow every step, and I've learned that the hard way. So what I've done, I have downloaded from Creative Fabrica. Let's see if I can find the actual product. I'm signed up to Creative Fabrica, so I pay $4.99 a month at $59.88 a year, and I can download pretty much whatever I want. So I'm just going to find the product that I downloaded for the mug mockups. Now that I have a link to Creative Fabrica in my description for this video. It is an affiliate link. I get a very small commission if somebody signs up under me, and that's how I keep my channel going. So let's just search for mug mockup. So any of these mockups really without the curve, and even if there's a slight curve, it would still be okay. I'm just trying to find the one that I downloaded earlier. It's there earlier. Anyway, it's very similar to this one. Let's just go into here. See what they got. I do believe it was this one. 12 mug mockup, coffee cup mockup bundle. So I downloaded that. I have it here in my download folder, and I've extracted it. It comes in a zip file. So this is the one here, 12 mug mockup coffee cup. So I just double clicked on it and extracted it. Or did I? No, I didn't extract it. I'm going to extract it right now. Double click. Mug 3. JPEGs. I'm just going to grab randomly one here now. They all have different backgrounds. There is also a PSD file that you can use if you prefer to do that. Let's just see what this one comes up like. Okay, that one I'm not real fussy on. I'm going to get a different one. Let's see. I'm just going to extract everything, and then I can get some thumbnails to look at. Extract. Okay. Give it a sec here now. Now that it's extracted, it'll let me see some thumbnails. So you can see the one that I used has the purple flowers and the greenery in the background. JPEG. Oh, there we go. So this is the one that I used. You can choose from any of these. So I'm just going to close this out. I'm going to go back into my TEEINBLUE here. And I'm going to upload my mockup. Up here is the mockup section. So this is where you can upload your mockup. I got a lot of stuff going on my computer. Okay, so now I'll go into my folder where I extracted that. I can go in here, JPEGs, and I can pick any of them. But I'm going to pick this one because that one really caught my eye. So we're waiting for this to upload now. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is add your print area. So the print area, these print areas are for all different, there's 3 different sizes of mugs. There's an 11, a 15, and a 20 ounce mug. So this one would be for the 11 ounce, I'm not sure if it's 10 ounce or 11 ounce. Let's go with this one. So let's haul this out like that. We're going to have to play with this a little more in a little bit because this is not going to work for us. We're going to need to put an overlay over this so that you don't see the different parts of the design that you don't want to see. So we'll just go with that for now. You just click save. Alrighty. So the next part that you have to do is your artwork. Now that you have your thumbnail set up, oh sorry, before you do your artwork, you should go in and set your pricing for your mugs. Now I'm in Canada and it's very expensive here for shipping. It's like 16 something American to ship a mug. So the minimum I got to sell my mugs for is $29.99 for the 15, $29.99 for the 11 ounce, and $38.99 for the 20 ounce. Now mugs, I do those myself. I have a mug press and sublimation printer, and the beauty about TEEINBLUE is that when somebody orders something, if you don't have it assigned to a print-on-demand provider, you can download the file yourself and do it yourself if it's something that you create on your own. Okay, so we have our pricing set. We can always go back in and modify this, but that's just what I like to do before I get to the artwork. So we're going to be selling 11-ounce mugs. Okay, so we're going to set up an artwork for 11-ounce mug. So what you need to do is you click on artwork over here in the left hand column. You click on new artwork. This one is going to be called 11-ounce best friends cocktail mug. And I call it cocktail mug because I also have different versions of best friends mugs where they're sitting on a beach and under a tree and whatnot. So you want to be able to differentiate. So under category, I already have mugs put in here. If I didn't have mugs in my category list, you could just click on new category and type the name of your new category in here and hit create, and it'll create it for you. So now we want to know how big to make this artwork. So what we're going to do is click on import print area size. So that goes back to the product and it gets the exact print area that you need for the product. So ceramic mugs, 11, 15, 20 ounce. Click on that to select. So it gives you the 3 different print areas that you can select from. So because we're doing 11-ounce mugs, we'll click on the one that's the smallest, which is the 2550 by 1098. Okay. So hit select and save. So whatever we put on this file is what's going to be wrapped around that mug when they go to print it. Bear with me for 1 second here. Okay. So what we need to do now is we need to start uploading images. So we want to put our girls on the mugs here. So what we want is we're going to set the girls up on one side of this, and then we're going to duplicate it and put it over on the other side so the mugs are the same on the front as they are on the back. If you don't want to do that, you can always put something like Best Friends Forever or some text, or you can put some editable text that they can change if they like. But the main priority right now is to get the girls set up and get it set up so that the customer can go on, type in the names they want for the girls on the mug, type in the heading layer that they want, and customize the eyes, the shoes, the hair, the body color, the clothing, and the drinks, of course. Don't forget the drinks. So we're going to get started. So I've downloaded that package that I bought from Etsy. I bought that quite a while ago, but I just re-downloaded it because I couldn't find it. So I'm going to go image. So I need to upload some images. So I just click up here and it's going to open up my downloads folder. So click downloads. So right here is the folders that I downloaded. This particular file came in 5 different zip files, so I downloaded them and I unzipped them into my downloads folder. The first thing we want to click on here is body. So this is what you get with that package for body. So you get the girl on the left, the girl on the right, and each girl got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different skin tones. So that should cover just about everybody. And you also got all these different eye colors here. Hands for going over top of the drink. And we got the drinks themselves. And we got the chair. I find the chair is a little high, but I shortened it in the thumbnail picture of the mug that I did. But I'm just going to go with it like it is. So we want to import this chair. So we just click on that and say open. Okay, so it takes for little tiny files like that, it shouldn't take very long for them to upload. So I'm just going to hit reload now. It says it's uploaded. So you hit reload and there's the chair. So select. Okay, so it comes up fairly big. So we need to size that down a bit. We'll just go with that for now. We need 2, but we're not going to make 2 until we know it's the right size. So the first thing I'm going to do is upload the body for the girl on the left. So you go image, click up here. The girl on the left, we'll give her a medium dark skin color. This one will be a little bit different than the one that I did for my sample. So I'm going to hit reload. Okay, so this is the body of the girl on the left. We're going to select that. Okay, it's kind of big, so we can just drag it down to however big we want it. We're going to sit her up on this chair. So that's a little bit high. I'm going to haul that down a little tiny bit. And I'm also going to grab that chair and haul it down. Make sure it looks like her bum is sitting on the chair. It's an awful high chair, and there's no way to scale this without scaling both the width and the height. In Photoshop, you can hold your shift key and scale it and make it shorter, but unfortunately, you can't do that here. You could make the stool a little bit smaller, I guess, and make the girl a little bit bigger. Could do that. See, that's the beauty of this. You got so much freedom to do whatever you want, and it's your project, and it's a lot of fun, actually. I really enjoy doing it. Now, her hair is going to be a little bit high, so I might want to make her a tiny bit smaller. Okay. No. All right. So right now she's got no clothes on, but that's okay. We'll get her some clothes now. I'm going to zoom this in. Right now this is at 36%, but you can zoom in. 100 would probably be too big. 75 is good. Let's go 100. Because that way when we're placing clothes and shoes and stuff on her, we can be pretty precise. Okay, so that's 100%. You got scroll bars here if you need to scroll back and forth. So I'm going to scroll so that the height of this is just about in the middle here. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is put some hair, some shoes on this girl. So go into image. Before I do that though, I'm going to duplicate that chair. Let's cancel that. Let's right here it shows you what you got in this list of layers, and this is layered. So if you drag the chair up over the girl, you see how it covers her up. It's layered like Photoshop or Canva or any other design program that you use. Okay, so the chair we're going to duplicate. So to duplicate, there's a little copy button here, so you can just click on that, and we'll just call that chair right. Okay, and we'll call this chair left. Now you don't really need to be that detailed when you label your layers, but I try to do that so that I can keep everything straight. Now this got a snap feature as well. So up here you can turn on or off your snap and on or off your grid. I find when you're trying to position stuff, having to snap on is really, really convenient. You can turn the grid off, but it still snaps. Like it'll snap so that it'll give you that pink line. So that shows you, if I take my mouse off of this, it's going to, the pink line will go away. But you see this pink line across here? It shows you that the two stools are lined up on the top. So I like to have the snap feature on. Okay, so let's turn on the grid as well. I like the grid also because it helps line things up. So we're going to bring in the body now for the girl on the right. So image, click here. So the girl on the right, we will make her a little bit darker, a tiny bit. Say okay, open, and hit reload. Nope, takes in a little while. There we go, she's there now. So we're going to hit select. Now we want to make her the same height. Oops, I'm going to zoom this out now because we can't see everything. Zoom it out to about a 33. Just drag her down and try to make her exactly the same height as the other girl. So we'll zoom in again. 75 should be good. So we want her toes to come about right here where the other girl's toes are. I think we're good. I think that's pretty good there. They're pretty much the same size. So I'm going to drag her over and sit her on her stool. Okay, so that's the two ladies. We got that much done. Now we got to dress them and give them a hairdo. So the next thing we got to do is we're going to give them some clothing. So one of the folders that you unzip is called Girl A. So Girl A is the girl on the left. So I don't know if you can bring in multiple items at a time. I don't think you can. We're going to give her some blue shoes. And let's see if it'll let us bring in more than one item at a time by holding your control key. I don't think it will. Some white pants, maybe? No, not white. Some blue pants. Oh, it is going to let us bring in more than one. So if you got more than one item you want to bring in at a time, you can just hold your control key, select your items, and it should upload them for you. That would be very, very convenient. Okay, let's give her these green shoes, blue jeans, and this green sweater. So we're going to hit open and hopefully it'll bring in those 3 files for us. Oh, it did. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's just give it a minute here and then we'll hit reload and then we should be able to put our artwork in there and it should work perfectly. Okay, so we'll start with the pants. So we got to scale this down now so that it fits on her body perfectly. So we'll line that up with her bum here and her arm and the top of her leg. Let's zoom it in a bit more because we need the detail, 120%. Okay, so you can see that it's too big. It's not going to cover her legs properly. So you just drag it until you think you got it right, and it's up pretty high there now, so just drag it down. And that looks really good to me. That's as much as you can zoom in on this. It doesn't let you zoom in any higher than that, but this is that's sufficient because you can see all the detail. You can't see any of her skin, and it lines up with the edge of her arm and the edge of her hand. So that's exactly what we wanted. Okay, so let's go back now and get our top. Select that. Top is way over here. So we can zoom over here, drag this over, drag it down, just grab it by the corner and drag it. And now we can go up and try to fit this top on her. So this one is a little tiny bit tricky. Oh, I think we're too big still, just a teeny bit more. Okay, so we got the top on this one. Okay, that looks good to me. Alrighty, now let's go and get her shoes. So next thing you hit is image, and we'll just select her shoes. Now because we got this zoomed in so much, the shoes are probably popping up over here somewhere. So let's just scroll over and see. Yep. So we're going to drag them down, scale them right down, drag it over, scroll back over to the girl, and see where to put these shoes. Okay, so I scaled them down a little bit too much, so I got to drag it out a bit more. Okay, so let's just use you can use your arrow keys on your keyboard to just nudge it a little tiny bit. So there was a little bit of her flesh showing here. It's not quite big enough, I don't think, because it's not lining up properly on the top of this foot. So let's drag it up. Okay, I think we got it perfect there now. So let's turn off the grid and see. The grid, yeah, her shoes look perfect to me. Okay, so she's almost done. All we got left to add to her now is her hair and her eyes. So next thing is image. We're going to upload some, let's see, here, girl A. That is girl A, right? Yes, it is. So we'll double click. Kind of hairstyle we're going to give her. Let's give her a nice funky red burgundy color hair. Okay. Reload. And select. So her hair comes up really big. So you can do some big projects with this. You can do some t-shirts. This is a little tiny mug. That's why we got to scale it down so much. I don't know about blankets. I'm going to do a tutorial on blankets pretty soon. I don't know if these graphics are big enough, but it would be nice to have best friends blankets. Let's see. Don't know if that hair is big enough. Ideally, you want the hairline to match perfectly with the sides of the face here. Okay, I think that's perfect. Yep, that looks good. So I'm just going to click on this girl here so it'll take the, there. Yeah, now you can see it. Looks great. Okay, so next thing is eyes. So go into image again. Click here. The eyes were in with the body, I think. Yep. So the eyes are the same for the left-hand girl and the right-hand girl. So we're going to give her some, she got all green clothes on. Let's give her some green eyes. Reload and select. Okay, so she got great big eyeballs right now. We're going to scale her eyeballs down. Down, down, down. And we'll try to fit them in her head now. It's too big still. Nudge it with your your arrow keys if you need to. Let's click off of her. Well, I think that looks great. Okay. So what we're doing right now is we're just setting up the basis of it. When we're all done setting up our two girls and setting up our customizable text, what we'll do is another section of TEEINBLUE where you go in and you upload sets of graphics. So we're going to upload sets of pants for this girl. We're going to upload sets of sweaters, sets of shoes, sets of eyes, sets of hair, sets of drinks, and that's what you do. And then you set up each layer so that the customer has the ability to interchange each of these items for the one that they want. So there's thousands and thousands of different possibilities of combinations here, and it's pretty much something for everybody. The hair is a little limited because not everybody has those hairstyles, but I wish they had more hairstyles, but that's it, they don't, so you just got to go with what you got. Excuse me. Okay, so she's pretty much completed. Oh, her drink. Let's get her drink. Image. Upload. We'll go with this one. Hit reload. Nope. There we go. So we select that. That must be way the heck over here too. Here. Okay. I don't like to be zoomed in so much, but you kind of need to be so that you can see what you're doing here. Some people do these with real exaggerated drink sizes, but I'm not going to go that far with it. This one is not bad. So what you do, we also got to upload the fingertips. and that'll go over the edge of the drink so it looks like she's actually holding this drink. Okay, let's nudge it over a tiny bit. You kind of want the thumb touching the drink. Okay, so one more thing to upload is the fingertips. So we'll go in image. Now I'm sure I have all these already in here. And that was the third skin tone I think I gave her. I'm not sure. But we'll go with that and see how it goes. Reload. Select. And this great big fingertips. And we're going to scale it down. And we're going to put it over top of her drink. And I think, nope, it's not good enough. I wish this zoomed in a tiny bit more. I just saw something. I think if you hold your control key and scroll your mouse, oh wow, it doesn't say that it's more than 120. I think it's actually your browser that's zooming in, but it's very helpful. That is so helpful because you can actually see. So when you get 120%, if it's not zoomed in enough, just hold your control key, and if you got a button, a wheel on your mouse, you just scroll it away from you and it'll zoom it in even more. That's awesome because that lets you see what you're doing there. Okay, so I think I got this lined up pretty much perfect. I don't think I could get any closer. Let's try it up, nudged a little bit there. Okay, and I think I don't know if I got the right skin or not, but that's something the customer's going to customize anyway, so that looks good to me. So I'm excuse me, I'm going to zoom that out now, and I'm going to hit my control and I'm going to roll my wheel towards me, and that'll zoom it out. So now we're back at the true 120%. Scroll it over and there. So we got this girl all set up. Next thing we're going to do is set this one here. So we got to get some clothes and some shoes to start. So we're going to upload. We're going to go into girl B. We'll get clothes for girl B. Double click. So we're going to give her a pretty purple shirt. Nice color. Black pants or purple pants? I don't know. Let's go with purple. Let's give her all purple. Let's see. Purple shoes. Is it purple? No. We'll give her some pink shoes. So I'm holding my control key. I got 3 different items selected here. I'm going to hit open and reload. Okay. So we'll start with the pants again. And we'll drag these over. We'll scale her pants down to the right size. And hopefully they'll fit her. Okay, that looks good. Okay, next thing we're going to add a top for her. So you hit select, drag it over, scale it down, put it on her, too small. So we'll just gradually drag it out until we figure it's going to fit her. So you can nudge that down now with your arrow keys. Okay, that looks just about perfect to me. So next thing we got to put on her is her shoes. So you go into image, grab her shoes, but just hit select. Now shoes are way over here somewhere. Yep. Drag them over, scale them down, scroll back over to your girl here. and pop those shoes on her feet. They're way too big, so we'll make them a little bit smaller. Down a little tiny bit, I think. Yep, those shoes look pretty much perfect to me. I'm gonna scroll in a tiny bit just to make sure. So hold your control, roll your wheel mouse. I think they could go over a tiny bit. I'm just going to nudge it over with my right arrow key there, because it was a little bit of a hook in it here. So they look pretty much perfect to me there now. So I'm going to zoom that back out by hitting my control and rolling my wheel mouse wheel towards me. Okay, so we're still at 120%. So what does she need now? She needs some eyes, a drink, and some hair. So let's see. Let's go into image. Go up to downloads. We'll give her her hair. I think she got some pretty dark brown hair. Okay, so we're going to hit reload. Sometimes it takes a little while for the reload to appear, so here it is. So just hit select, scroll her over again, drag your hair over, scale it down. Scale it down. Now, this hair got to be fit right around her face, right around her eyes, right around her ears. So this little corner here got to fit right in the corner of her head here by her ear. So we're going to pop that in there. So now we're just going to gradually move this out and move this down until our corner is still in the right place. So that's, see, you can see that the gap, because her space for her arm and everything is all cut out of the hair, so got to be put in there perfectly. So it's not big enough yet. Let's make it another bit bigger. I think we're getting close here now. Still not long enough. So we'll pull it down another teeny bit and use your arrow keys to move it up. And we still got a tiny bit of a gap here between her arm and her hair. So let's zoom in. It's not much of a gap, but it's enough of a gap to, maybe there's no gap there. Huh. It looked like a gap earlier, but I don't see it there now. So everything looks like, maybe it is. Right around her face here is not quite touching. So I'm going to hit my right arrow key to bring it in. And now you got a bit of a space around your other side here. So it's not quite big enough, so we need to just give it a little nudge here. Okay, I think that's good now, because you can see there's a little bit of a gap here and a little bit of a gap here. So I'm just going to hit my up arrow. Oh, this is so finicky. Okay, it needs to be a tiny bit bigger. We don't want to see any white gaps here. Nope, not big enough. Maybe it's too big. Nope. How am I going to do this? Oh, her shirt is a little bit off kilter too. I got to fix that. You can see her elbow. Okay. Okay, I think that's probably as good as I'm going to get. And that, you can only really see that because you're zoomed way in here. Just tack it over that way and you can get a white spot here. Yep, I think we're good. Down, up. Maybe just make it a tiny bit bigger. Okay, let's try that. Nope, that's too big. Ah. Okay, just a little bit of a highlight around her shoulders here, but you won't really see that when you have it on a mug. I'm going to zoom this out now. Now I gotta fix her. Maybe if I made her body just a teeny tiny bit bigger. Let's see. Let's click on her foot here. No, that's her shoe. Girl, girl, girl. Body girl B. So we'll just make that a tiny little bit bigger. And maybe that might make all the difference. So let's move her down. We're going to have to adjust her shoes and everything now. No, I think we're good. Another tiny bit. Okay, I think that's good there now. What we do have to do is adjust her sweater and her pants. So her pants are showing a bit of her bum there, so we gotta adjust these pants. Okay, pants look good. Her sweater girl B. Let's move that down. Okay. Okay, her hair. Her hair is leaving a gap there now. So once you get this all in place, it's good to go. There might be a little bit of adjustment to do with it, but I'm going to tell you what, it's very well worth it because people just love these personalized things. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. So now we got to give her an eye color and a drink. So image, we already got eyes in here. We only picked the green eyes. Let's go back, upload some brown eyes. Downloads, it was in the body folder, the eyes were. So let's find some brown eyes. That's about the brownest they got here, and it looks kind of pink to me. Well, these are brown. They're like a light color brown, but we'll go with that. Okay, so hit reload. Select. Oh yeah, they're brown, alright. Drag it in. So if you want to know what the perfect size is, this says 105 by 30 pixels. So just click here. The correct size for this girl is 92 by 26. So ideally we should make these 92 by 26 too. So you just grab it and drag it until it gets down to 90. Did I say 6? No, 92. 92 by 26. So right now these eyes are exactly the same size as these eyes. So you put them up here, they fit perfectly over. So we're just going to bring them over and drag them onto this girl. Let's see. Now that looks a little small. Oh brother. Maybe it's not. Maybe they just weren't lined up properly. That was a 92. I'm going to make them like a 93. Match them over a little bit. And again, the detail is probably not going to show up on the mug, but when you're doing it, you might as well do it right, and you might as well do it so that it looks perfect to you. Because if you put it out there and it's not perfect to you, you won't feel the same way about it. Okay, so that's everything for her except her drink. So we're going to go in and get a different drink. Let's give her the same drink because, like I said, the customer is going to customize it anyway. So we will grab that and we'll go over here. This is Cocktail 01. We'll just duplicate. Okay, so now we got Cocktail 01 copy. So we're going to rename all these layers now in just a little bit. So we're going to drag them over and position it. Now that's in back of her hair. Let's move this up in the scheme of things here so that it's in front of her hair. There. Okay. So it's in front of her thumb also, so we need to nudge it over a tiny bit. We just want her thumb barely touching it there. Okay. Now, next thing we need is her fingertips. So image. Let's see. Fingertips. And that was for the, not the darkest skin color, but the next one down. So the fifth one, I think. Say open. Reload. Select. Now we scroll over and grab it and drag it over. And guess what I did? I got the wrong hand. I don't think you can, no you can't. I don't think there's a way to mirror this. Oh well, let's just get rid of that. Let's do it again. Upload. So we want them pointing the other way. So it will be this one. Duh. Reload. Select. Drag it over. Scale it down. Position it. And we could say that's good enough, but we're not going to. We're going to try to center this up in our, put it right about in the center, and then we're going to scroll in. Because I want to make sure that her fingertips are perfectly positioned over the ones that were there originally. So you know what? Best way to do that is actually, I could turn the visibility off on this drink, and that way I could make sure these fingertips go right over top of the ones that were already there. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to click on the little eyeball there to turn that cocktail off. And then I'm going to grab these fingers again, zoom right in. Whoops. Scroll down so I can see what I'm doing here. And make them just a little bit smaller. Not that small. So when you get them where you think they should be, nope. They look about the right size, but they don't look like they're positioned right. They don't look like, they look like they could, yeah, they're about the right size. I'm going to move them over. So where is the fingers? Fingers, girl B. Okay, so I'm just going to nudge them a little bit with the right arrow key. And up a teeny bit. Maybe they could be just a, this is a 15 by 34. I'm going to make it a 16 by 35. Okay, I think we got it. That looks about as close as you're going to get here. So I'm going to turn the visibility back on for that drink. And there you go. It looks like she's holding the drink in her hand. Can't get any more precise than that. I wish I could get enough precision on this to make this go away. Let's zoom out now. You can also hit your control key and your minus sign on your keyboard too if you don't have a wheel on your mouse. Okay. Okay, so these girls, shoes are all our stuff there now. So we got to fix her shoes. So click off her body, click on her shoes. I think this is just as simple as moving them down a little bit, probably. And moving them over. Maybe not. They're not big enough because I made her body a little tiny bit bigger, so therefore her feet are a little tiny bit bigger. And I think this is good. All right. So everything looks perfect here to me. So before I get into renaming layers and uploading graphic sets, I'm going to set up some customizable text. So I'm going to zoom this out now. 120, we're going to make it a 50. Okay. So now we want our customizable heading. So we can put in besties forever, best friends forever, sisters are forever, whatever they want to put in there. We're just going to put some default text in there, and then the customer is going to be able to change it up if they like. And we're going to also put names underneath these these stools here. Let's see. So to do that, you want to hit on text, and it gives you some default text. So I don't want to use this font. I've already uploaded a font to this called Lemon something or other. Custom fonts. DK Lemon Yellow Sun. Okay. So that gives you the default text. So we want to put that up here. So we don't know what it says. We don't have it set to say anything yet. So we can just give them some suggestions. I'm just going to call this layer top text. Okay. Default text. So to make this an editable layer, you have to edit the layer itself by clicking on the little pencil. So you click on the little pencil. In here is where you can put your default text, what you want it to say by default. And just because you have something in there, that doesn't mean the customer can't change it. They certainly can change it. Okay, so we're going to say best friends forever. Okay. So the next setting in here is called auto scale when text is too long. So the best way to describe this is that when this is turned on, you set the width, the maximum width that this text can be. So if they type something in and it gets to those boundaries, in order to fit all the characters in there, the font size will incrementally get smaller and smaller. Now you can set up a maximum number of characters, or you can leave it open, and that way they can put in as many or as little characters as they want. Okay. So we'll turn that on. Auto scale. Right now it's way overrun. You don't want it to be that big, because there's a bit of a bleed here and you don't want anything getting cut off, and it would look odd anyway if it was too much. So I'm going to start with, say, 1,000 and see what that gives us. That is 1,000. So I'm going to try 800. Okay, 800 looks pretty good. So this little blue border, there's two blue borders. One is kind of a greeny blue, but then there's another blue out around it. So that's the maximum width that this text can be when they change the text. Okay. All right. So now for personalization settings, you click on that and you say enable personalization. Add a toggle to show or hide this layer. Yeah, why not? They might not want nothing on the top there. Okay. So pre-enable toggle, so shows that layer by default. If they want to change it, they can. So now that you've hit enable personalization, shows you what's going to show up here on your product page when you publish it to your Shopify store. So right now it just says top text because that's what that layer is called. But we can change that here. Option title. So we want to call this heading. Heading. So you see when we typed in heading here, it showed up here. So now there's nothing showing in the placeholder text. The placeholder text is the grayed out text that you see sometimes in those fields that you can update. it doesn't show up on your design, and it goes away when you start typing your own text in there. So I'm just going to type in here, type heading here, and I'm going to also put optional. Optional. Okay. So type heading here, optional. Perfect. Okay, there's some more options down here. All characters, and that includes numbers and symbols, or you can just choose only numbers, which we don't want that. And date picker. In this project, date picker is not appropriate, so we won't turn that on. Input text case normal. This font is pretty much all capital letters anyway, but I'm just going to choose uppercase. Text character limit. So this got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's put a text character limit in here of, say, 30. Might be something long that they want to put in there. Might be a private joke between girlfriends. Anything. You never know what people are going to put on these print-on-demand products that they can personalize themselves. And that's the fun of it. And that's why people like to buy them, because they can put whatever they want on it. So enable prefix or suffix, no. Allow customer to change the text color, no. That's totally up to yourself when you're designing your product, if you want to allow them to change their text color or change the font. But I don't, because this is part of the design. I like this text, and it works for me. So mark this option as required, no, because we just said that we're going to add a toggle to show or hide that layer. So we're not going to mark that as required. But we do want to make sure that we got show customization data on the cart or checkout. And that's really handy if you're printing these off and doing them yourself. Alright, so that's that layer set up. So next thing we're going to do, oh, there's a trick here that you can do to make this just a little bit bolder. So let's go back here and make sure this layer is selected. And this little blue A icon here is text stroke. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a 1 pixel stroke to this text. And it'll make it appear that it's a little bit bolder, because this particular text does not have any, some of the texts have like a weight to them, but this one doesn't. So we're just going to click this little text stroke here, say enable stroke. Right now I got a red stroke set up as a 1. I'm going to go down and choose the black as I can get. Okay. What is the text color here? The text color is a true black, which means it's hex code 000000. So we hit Control C. We go into text stroke and we just, whoops, go back in again, highlight all this and hit Control V, and it makes it the same color as the text. So right now it's set as a 1. If we turn it off, you can see that it's not quite as bold. You turn it on and it is bolder. Let's try a 2. 2 will be too bold, I think. I don't know. I like that. We'll go with the 2. Now again, your project, your choice. Do whatever you like. Okay, so top text. So I'm going to duplicate this layer. So now it's called top text copy. This is not going to be top text copy. It's going to be girl 1 name. Okay. Girl 1 name. So now we're going to drag it down. And we're going to make it a little smaller. Right now it's at 100. We're just click on our down arrow until we get it to the size that you want it. It's a little bit small. Let's go in here, because it says best friends forever. That's too many characters for somebody's name. So it doesn't look right from the get-go. So let's go in here to edit this. We'll put in girl 1 name. Now for personalization settings, everything is going to stay the same. You are going to leave a toggle there so that they can turn it on or off. They might not want to put names on there. They might, if they do, they can do that. So the option title here is Girl One Name. So you see when I updated this, it updated it over here as well. And we're going to put the placeholder text as Girl One Name. Okay. So the one thing about this is that we got too many characters here. We got it set to enable 30 characters. For names, I generally like to set them up at a max of 15 characters. Okay. And the max width is way too wide. We got it set as 800 pixels. We don't want them to be able to type enough text in here to make that 800 pixels. So I'd say 200 should be plenty. Oh, not that one though. 800. Okay, we'll leave that. Let's click here. This should be 200. That's not quite big enough, but let's go 300. Okay, this width should be, let's drag it over here. Nope, we want it about in the center of this stool here. So we don't want it to go past the halfway mark. So we'll say 250. Okay, that looks good to me. Now, I changed the other one to 15. I wanted to change this one to 15. So that's that one all set up. This I got to go back in and fix. I changed that to 15, but I want that to be 30 for this heading. I want max characters they can type in there to be 30. 30, okay. So that's that set up, and text one name, Girl One Name is set up. Now we're going to duplicate Girl One Name, and we're going to change the name on it. Okay, so we got that duplicated. We're going to drag it over here, and that's you get your little pink line here up the middle of that stool, and you got a pink horizontal line showing you that it's lined up exactly with the Girl One Name. So this is not Girl One Name, this is Girl Two Name. Oh shit. Pardon my French. I'm famous for this. I grab it and I try to change the name and I go to highlight the text, which I shouldn't do, and it drags the layer very easily, so you gotta watch out for that. This is Girl Two Name. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. We're gonna edit this. Default text is going to be Girl Two Name. Okay, personalization settings. The only thing you need to change in here now are the option title and the placeholder text. So right now we got two Girl One Names, but we want Girl Two Name, Girl Two Name. Okay. So before anything happens to this, and I'm going to curse and swear and cry if something happens to my computer, I'm going to hit save on this. So make sure your artwork is titled correctly. 11-ounce Best Friends Cocktail Mug. Click save. Okay, so it's saving there. I just want to go in and now and set up my campaign. Campaign. So we're going to start a new campaign. We're not done doing the artwork yet. I just want to make sure that everything is going to look good here. So the campaign is called Best Friends Cocktail Mug. And whatever you name this campaign, that's the title of your product in your Shopify store. So you hit save. So we're going to add a product base. So available products is this ceramic mug. And remember that we didn't do our mock-up 100% yet. And there's 3 products here, 11, 15, and 20. We're only dealing with the 11. So the 11 is this print area. So we want to hit select artwork, choose this. Okay. Again, we don't have our mock-up set up perfectly yet, but we'll get back to it. And we just want to make sure that this customizable text is fully functional. So our heading is going to be Sisters from Another Mister. So that's not lined up properly, but we will make sure that that gets done. You never know, somebody might want to type that on there. Girl one name, Betty Lou. Betty Lou. And girl two name, Sally Sue. Okay, so that is functional. We just don't have our mockup set properly, and that's fine. Okay, so we're going to go back into our, we're not going to go back into our artwork. We're going to go into assets. And this is where we upload our clip arts. Okay, so our clip art categories, just click there. So we're going to set up some new categories, and we're going to click create a new one, and we want to call this cocktail girl one pants. Okay, parent category, there is no parent category. Max width display. Let's try 100. Thumbnail. So this display options on personalization form is thumbnail images, drop down list of clip art name. That's no good because they need to see what it's going to look like. Or inline button of clip art name. Nope, do the thumbnail. Show option name on hover. No, we don't need to do that. And hit create. So that's our category. So now we're going to add cocktail girl one pants. So girl one, click here, go into your folders that you unzipped in your downloads, into your clothing. So girl A is girl one. Double click, and we're going to highlight all these. So start at the first one, then hold your shift key, and then click on the last one. So it's going to upload all these pants into that category. So we're going to say open, and they're all uploading there, and it tells you the progress of them. And there, it's done. So now hit save. Okay, so now we're going to go back into our artwork. This is where the fun begins. Edit. So girl one pants. Let's zoom into 100% now so we can see. Girl one pants. So we're just going to double click on that. We're going to call that, oops, shit. Did it again. Girl one pants. Okay. And click off of that somewhere. Now click on it again and hit the little edit icon here. Alright, so personalization options, we want to choose clip art category. Okay. So the option title is going to be girl one pants. Now you're going to select your category. So, let's see, cocktail, girl one pants. That's the one there. Okay. So we're just going to click reposition to make sure that they're going to show up right. Yep, looks fine to me. Done. Okay, that's our pants done. So if we hit save on that now, go back to our campaign, go into here. So now you can see that you can change her pants. Change her pants color. How cool is that, huh? Look at that. So it's pretty much the same procedure for every element in this mug. So let's go back and do the rest of the customizables for girl 1. So for clip art categories, we're going to add, create new one. Let's see, cocktail, girl, whoops, 1 shirt, no parent category, max width display 100, thumbnail, create, drag and drop, girl 1 shirt. So we're going to click on the first one, hold your shift key, click on the last one and hit open. And just wait for those to upload. All done. So save. Okay, new category. Cocktail. I'm just calling it cocktail so that it's easy to find when I go to grab them for this project. Cocktail, girl 1 shoes. Create. Grab your images. Click on your first one, shift key, click on your last one, and open. And it takes no time. They're such tiny little files, they upload in no time. So now we're going to hit save on that, and we'll go dress her up with the shirt and the shoes. So we hit save there, go back to your artwork, edit, so let's see, girl 1, what do I call that? Girl 1 pants, and this is sweater girl A. I'm going to drag that down. I'm going to call this layer girl 1 shirt. Okay, click off of it. Now we're going to click on it again, hit the pencil icon, go in, and we're going to update that with 1 clip art category, and it's going to be called girl 1 shirt. And clip art category is going to be cocktail, girl 1 shirt. So it's uploaded it all over here. Okay, now shoes, same thing. We go back, we'll find her shoes, and we'll call it girl 1 shoes. And we'll just, I'm just going to drag that layer down underneath the shirt. And I'm going to click on the pencil icon, 1 clip art category, call it girl 1 shoes. Okay, clip art category is, I wonder, can I type that in and find it instead of having to scroll for it? C-O-C-K, yes I can, look at that. Girl 1 shoes. So it's loading up all the shoes. Just click on reposition to make sure that it's, yep, looks okay to me. Done. Zoom in a little bit. Reposition. Yep. Done. Okay. So she's almost done. We got her shoes, we got her pants, we got her sweater. We need to do her eyes and her drink and her hair now. Okay. So body girl A. Oh, we also got to upload body because there's different color bodies that you need to have. Let's do that right now. We'll hit save here. We're going to go into assets, clip art categories, and we're going to create a new category. It's going to be called cocktail girl 1 body. Create. Go back to your body folder. Excuse me. Okay, so it's this girl. So we want to choose these 6 bodies. Shift, choose. Say open. Okay, so they're just about done there. As soon as they get done, we'll hit save. Okay. Now we're going to add, let's hit reload, make sure they're up there. Okay. Clipart category. Okay, I'm trying to add a new one here. I'm a little stumped as to what I'm doing. I'm getting a little tired now. Okay, so go back to your artwork. Go back to your clipart categories. Create a new one. Okay, we're going to call this cocktail girl 1 eyes. Create. Oh shoot. Let's change this to 100. Change only applies for new clip arts. Okay. Save. Okay. Let's get the eyes for this girl now. Eyes. Eye. And eyes. Open. Could probably get away without being able, having to update the eyes. Okay, so they're all uploaded there now. We'll go back to our artwork. Let's save this first. Go back to your artwork. Go in. So we'll do the body. Body girl A. So we'll rename that to girl 1 body. So as you can see, this is a little time consuming. But once you get to know what you're doing, it's not that bad. So we'll go in here, clip art category, girl 1 body. Select one clip art category, cocktail, oops, shit. Cocktail girl 1 body. Okay. And reposition. Okay, looks perfect. Done. Okay, that's that. Now we'll do the eyes. Girl 1 eyes. Clipart category. Girl 1 eyes. So we'll use that same category. I called it girl 1 eyes. It's not specific to girl 1, but when we go to do girl 2, we'll use the same. We'll use cocktail girl 1 eyes for that as well. Okay. So we'll reposition. Done. Looks good to me. So all's left to do now with her is her drink and her fingertips and her hair. Keeps seeming like it's getting more and more. Okay. Okay. Body girl B. So we got our chair left, our chair right, our girl 1 body, our girl 1 shoes, girl 1 shirt, girl 1 pants, girl B body. I'm going to drag her up a little bit. We'll do the fingers. We'll rename that layer girl 1 fingers. And we'll go into our little pencil. Clip art icon. I didn't upload it yet. Shoot. Okay. Just save on this. Hit save. Go into your assets again, into your clip art category. Create a new one. Cocktail. Girl 1 fingers. Now hopefully I'll get the right fingers this time. Max width display is 100. And create. So see. Make sure I get the right ones. So it's these, I'm pretty sure. Yep, girl A. Alright, so click on the first one, shift key, click on the last one, hit open. And those are uploaded. So we're going to go new category, cocktail, drinks. Because it's the same drinks for both girls, so we don't need to upload 2 sets of these. Max width is 100. Hit create. Go in here and choose the first drink. Hit control. Sorry, shift and the last one and open. I think that coffee might be a problem. I'm not going to add the coffee. I'm going to just go as far as the last drink here. I'll say open. And now it's just her hair is the last thing to upload. It's a new category. Cocktail, girl, 1, hair. Max width, 100. Create. So we'll go up to our download folder. Hair, girl A. Oh no. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. So each of these hairstyles are going to fit a little bit differently on that girl's head. So what we need to do is we need to set up a parent category and 3 child categories, because it's 3 different hairstyles and each of them are going to fit differently on the head. So we want to make sure all these hairstyles fit exactly the same way. All these hairstyles fit exactly the same way, and all these fit exactly the same way. So let's cancel that. Let's set up a parent category. Let's take this out. We're going to do this a little differently. We're going to go new category. Let's see. Artwork, assets. Clipart. I know how to do this. I've done it before. But I'm a little bit, having a little bit of a brain fart here. Select one category on the left or create a new one. Okay, so you set up a category. It's called, we'll call it cocktail, girl, 1, hair. Okay, and we'll hit create. So now we're going to go new category. And for parent category, we're going to call it cocktail. Cocktail girl, 1, hair. That's going to be our parent category. And now we're going to have 3 subcategories under that. So, cocktail girl, 1, short hair. And we'll hit create. So you click here to upload. So now you go into the hair folder and you only choose the short hair. Oops, girl 1. So it's these. So click on the first one, go to the last one, hold your shift key and click, and that'll upload that to the short hair. Okay, so we're going to go new category. Parent category is going to be cocktail girl, 1, hair. And this one is going to be cocktail girl, 1, updo. Okay, and we'll say 100 and create. Now we're going to add those files to that subcategory. So click here, hold your shift key and click here. That'll upload these hairstyles. Hit open. Okay, so these are uploaded. Now we got to go to new category. Once again, click our parent category is cocktail girl, 1, hair, and this is cocktail girl, 1, long hair. Because each category you got to be able to position them differently. That's the only one like that in this. Now, I could have done that for the coffee as well, because it's a little bit of a different shape and it would fit differently in our hand than the drinks would. So if I wanted to include the coffee, I'd have to set it up as a subcategory, and I'd have to set the other drinks up as a subcategory as well. Okay, basic information, create, drag and drop. We're not dragging and dropping, we're just selecting. Okay, click your first bit along here for girl 1, shift key, hit open, and it's loading them up now. So we're going to go in and we're going to finish setting up that girl on the left. Then we'll do it all over again for the girl on the right. Okay, so these are all uploaded. So now we're going to go back into our artwork. Click on the edit pencil here, and that'll bring you into your artwork. Let's zoom in. Okay, let's zoom in about 75. So what we're going to do now is we're going to personalize this drink. So this is Cocktails 01. We're going to call it Girl 1 Cocktail, or Girl 1 Drink. Okay, so go into the edit button on that layer, and you see that we're editing this because it's got a little box around it. One clip art category, Girl 1 Drink. Select one clip art category, cocktail. Okay, cocktail Girl 1. What did I call it? Cocktail drinks. Okay. Okay, so it shows you all the different drinks. You hit reposition, and it looks good to me. Where did it put this? Here it is here. So let's say done. Okay, it doesn't update in this. It won't update until you go into your campaign. Okay, the next thing we need to update is her fingers and her hair. Okay, so go back out of this. Girl 1, Girl 1. Let's go do the hair. We'll call it Girl 1 Hair. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. It's not too bad. Once you do it a couple times, you'll figure it out. Girl 1 Hair, click your pencil. So we want to choose one group of clip art categories. Not one clip art category. We want to choose one group of clip art categories. So our option title here is Girl 1 Hair. Okay, select a group of clip art categories. So, cocktail, Girl 1 Hair. How come I got two here? Put that in there twice? Okay. I don't know how that happened. It shouldn't be in there. It should be all under the one. It should be three entities under the one. So we're going to go long hair. So let's scroll down. Where did the hair go? It's not in there yet. So show clip arts to reposition. So when you click on your little drop down, no, it's not showing up here. Let's try this again. Option title, Girl 1 Hair. Select a group of clip art categories. A group of clip art categories. Cocktail Girl Hair 1. I'm going to have to go back and fix this because I should be seeing 3 different hairstyles here, not just 2. So before I go any further, I'm going to hit save on this. I'm going to go fix that up because it's not going to work properly if I don't. Assets, clip art categories. Cocktail short hair. I wonder, can I drag that up there? No. Okay, I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to delete this, the whole category. Delete category only, or delete category and subcategories. Delete category and subcategories, and that's the short hair. So I want to make a new category. Parent category is going to be cocktail girl one hair, and this is going to be called cocktail girl one short hair. Okay, create. Let's try it. Hope this works. Okay, let's go in and see what's in under here now. Cocktail girl one hair. There we go. We got 3 hairstyles under there now. So let's go back into our art and hit our edit. Zoom her in. Okay. Girl one hair. Edit. Select cocktail girl one hair. So it says show clip arts to reposition. So now I got 3 hairstyles here. So if we click on reposition for the short hair, it should be fine. Okay, it looks good. It just picked a different color and it put it on there. And it looks like it's in the perfect spot here. So now if I hit reposition on this one, you see that this is not in the right spot whatsoever. So we got to reposition this. Excuse me. So, so we're going to have to fix the size on it because it's way too big, I think, or way too small. Way too small because it should be the same size as her hair over here. So we'll drag it out a bit more and move it over a little tiny bit and up a little tiny bit. And that looks good to me. Okay, so that hairstyle's good. Now we got to do the same thing for the updo. So click reposition. That's not bad. I think that's better. Say done. Reposition. That looks good to me. So I think we got everything done. Did we do the fingertips yet? No, we didn't. We're going to do the fingertips now for this girl. Okay. So let's see. Girl one fingers. So drag that down under girl two body, which is this one. So let's go into our edit. One clip art category, and it's called girl one fingers. Now we got to do this all over again for the other girl. So you're going to have quite a long list of customizations for each girl. But that's it. That's what people got to fix up if they want to get their clip art on their product exactly the way they want it. So select one clip art category, cocktail girl one fingers, and reposition. Yep, perfect. Excellent. Done. So girl one is good to go. So next thing I'm going to do now is I am going to start on girl number 2, and away we go. Before I do any of that, I'm going to go into our assets and I'm going to upload every last little item that I need so that I don't have to keep going back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to hit save on this. Before I do, I want to go into my campaign. Best Friends Cocktail Mug. Now, girl one body. We can make her very light. Nice, she got dark fingers. So we need to go down and we need to make her fingers very light as well. We're going to give her this pink drink. We're going to give her purple eyes. We're going to give her white pants and a red sweater and white shoes. And there you have it. Everything I just picked out for this girl is on her. I don't see the hair. Where did the hair go? Why is the hair not showing up, I wonder? That's not good. Let's go back into artwork. I hope I don't have to go do that all over again. Girl one hair. Show clip arts. Did I hit save? Oh dear, I don't know why that's not showing up there. Placeholder text. Oh, okay, here it is. It's already been there. It's a drop down list. So let's hit save on this again. I forgot that. So let's go into campaign again. I don't know if I like that. So it's right down here. Choose something. Oh, I got it set to be a drop down and not a thumbnail. So we got to go in and fix that. Let's go into our clip art categories. Cocktail, girl one hair, thumbnail images. Now that's set to thumbnail images. So if we click on this and go in here, this is set to thumbnail images as well. I'm not sure why. Shouldn't come up as a drop down list. It's all set to thumbnails. I'm going to have to figure that out. Okay. Artwork. Maybe it's a setting in the artwork itself. Edit. Let's see. Zoom in. Let's see. Girl one hair. Go in here. So it's showing. Mark this option as required and show customization. Yes. I'm not sure why it's showing up as a drop down list. Oh, okay. When you click on it, it shows the options. I'm going to put that right up at the top. Okay, I'm going to reorder these. And I'm going to put girl one hair right at the very top. That way the customer can't miss it. Because I certainly missed it. And I've been doing this for quite a while. And I missed it myself. So, okay. So let's go back to our preview. Girl one hair. It's there. Alright. So, yep. We're good. Okay. So we'll hit save now. And that'll update our artwork as well. Let's go back to our campaign. Go in here. So let's pick some hair for this girl. Give her some blonde updo, or red updo, or pink updo, or black updo. Or let's check out all the different styles just to make sure that they fit properly. I do see a little bit of a gap here. I'm still going to have to work on making her face a little bit more perfectly aligned with her hair. Doesn't leaves a little bit of a white space there, and I'm not happy with that. Okay, so let's make her really dark and give her some dark hair. See, you can see the white streak in there. So that's something I gotta fix before I publish this. Give her some light hair. Yep, seems like it's all working good. Let's give her some short hair. There you go. So you can see how easy it is to make something to resemble just about anybody. Like I said, I'm not real happy with the variety of hairstyles. I think there should have been more hairstyles, but oh well. That's it. It is what it is. Okay, so now that we got number one figured out and all done, I'm going to go into clipart categories and I'm going to upload all the assets that we need for girl number two. So new category, start with the hair, I guess. Girl, cocktail, girl two hair. That's our parent category, so we're going to create that without adding any assets to it. Now we're going to go new category, cocktail, girl two short hair. Parent category is cocktail, girl two hair. Max width is 100. I didn't do that for all of them. The reason that you do that is because you're loading so many different images into your browser. You want them as small as possible. You don't want them smaller than you need them, but right now we only need little tiny ones because it's only a design for a mug, so they're only small. So, and that eats up loading time on your customer's browser when they're looking at your product. So if you got these set as 500 pixels and you got I don't know, 100 different, it was probably more than 100. These little images, it might slow down the page a little bit, and then the customer might not want to stick around for that. Okay, so create, we're going to do the short hair for girl two. So drag and drop. So we're in hair girl B now. So short hair, click your first one, hold your shift key, click your last one, open. Okay, these are all uploaded. Okay, we're going to go new category, same scenario. Parent category is cocktail, girl two hair. Cocktail, girl two long hair. Oops. I need to change this to 100. Okay. Upload. Long hair. Click the first one, shift key, click the last one, and open. Okay. We got one more hair to go here. Cocktail, girl two hair, 100. We'll call this cocktail, girl two updo. Okay, create. Okay, so it doesn't take very long for these little tiny clip arts to upload. Okay, so these are all done now. We got all the hair uploaded. So we're going to go new category. We'll call this cocktail, girl to body. Select, no parent category, max width 100 pixels, hit create. Now we're going to upload the bodies. So in your downloads folder, that will be in the body. And there's a subfolder there. So, okay, so girl 2, these girls labeled body girl B. So you start with the first one, hit your shift key, click the last one, and hit open. Okay, that's the bodies all uploaded. What else? The clothes. Okay, cocktail, girl to pants. Go into the clothing folder. So go to downloads. Girl B for get girl B's clothes. Pants, click the first one, hold your shift key, click your last one, and hit open. Okay, so they're all uploaded there now. Okay, we need to do her shoes and her shirt next. So let's do the shoes. Cocktail, girl, 2 shoes. Create and upload her shoes. Okay, next is her shirt. I'm not too fussy about my capitalization here because nobody's ever going to see this, only the person that sets it up. It's not something the customer's going to see. Girl to shirt. Create. So grab her first shirt, hover over her last one, hit your shift key and click. Open. Okay, I don't think there's very much else that we need to upload. Our fingertips. Okay, so new category, cocktail, girl, 2 fingers. Create. Oops, before I upload I better change this to 100. Click here. So that's in body, I think. Body. So fingers, girl B. Yep, so that's girl 2 in our books. Let's click here, hold your shift key, open, and I think that's it. We got eyes and cocktails already up there. So let's go back into our artwork and we'll customize the rest of those layers, and then we'll fix up our mockup and we can publish our product. So let's go in and edit. Zoom it in so you can see what you're at. So this is all girl 1 stuff here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight all these girl 1 things and hit shift. And I'm going to hit Control G, and that's going to put it into a group. And that gives us a lot less layers to look at while we're doing this. And I'm also going to put the chairs into a group as well. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to hold down on my shift key, and I'm going to hit Control G. I'm going to call this group chairs. And I'm going to call this group Girl 1. Oops, Girl 1. Okay. So the first thing we're going to customize for this girl is her body. So you hit your little pencil icon there now. I'm going to just click clipart 1 category, option title. This is going to be called Girl 2 Body. And clipart category is cocktail girl 2. Did I even upload that? Huh. Maybe not. Shit. Okay. Let's go back out of it. We'll do it again in a little bit. Let's rename this layer. This is pants. Girl 2 pants. And we'll just hit enter. Click our edit. 1 clipart category. Option title is Girl 2 Pants. Select 1 clipart category. Cocktail Girl 2 Pants. Okay, so there's the different pants choices. Reposition. Oh, yep, all good. Done. So that's that one. Rename this layer Girl 2 Shirt. Girl 2 Shirt, one clip art category. This is called Girl 2 Shirt as well. Cocktail Girl 2 Shirt. And we hit reposition. And it looks good. Alright. Okay, Girl 2 Shoes. Okay. Go in and edit that. One clip art category. Option title, Girl 2 Shoes. Select one clip art category. Cocktail Girl 2 Shoes. Reposition. All good. What else is there? We got her shoes. We don't have her body yet. We got her pants. We got her shirt. We got to fix up her drink. And her hair and her eyes. We can tell which ones we got done because we got them renamed. We didn't rename body because we don't have it customized. Let's go back and get the body. Save this. Oops. Body Girl B. Something not right there. Okay. Let's take that out. Delete. We'll just put no personalization in there for now, and that'll let us save it, or it should. Okay. Assets. Clip art categories. Create a new category. I thought I uploaded that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I called it something different. We'll do it again anyway. Girl 2. Oops. Cocktail. And people wonder why this personalized product costs so much, right? Create. It is quite a bit of work at the get-go, but if you do a product that's a big hit and people really like it, it's well worth the time and effort, believe me. So body, I thought I did this already. Hit shift, upload. Okay, that's all done. So now we're going to go back into our artwork. Click on edit. Zoom it in. Now we can do the body. Let's double click. Before we rename the layer, we're going to make sure it's going to work here. One clip art category, Girl 2 Body. Girl 2 Body. Here we go. Okay, reposition. Yep, she's in good shape. She's got no clothes on, but she's in good shape. Alright. So that's the body. Now what else do we have to do? Her fingers, her eyes, and her drink, and her hair. Well, I thought I was closer to getting done than I am. Well, we got to rename this one too. This is called Girl 2 Body. Okay. Girl 2 Body, Girl 2 Pants, Girl 2 Shirt, Girl 2 Shoes. Let's do her eyes. Clip art category. Girl 2 Eyes. One clip art category. Cocktail. Girl 1. I got it called Girl 1 Eyes, but they're the same for both, so I'll just click on that. Now I'll reposition. And that looks good to me. Okay, that one's done. We'll call this Girl 2 Eyes. Okay. Double click, rename that as Girl 2 Drink. I think I got the Girl 1 called Girl 1 Drink. Girl 1 Drink, yeah, so this is Girl 2 Drink. That's right. Enter. Click in here. One clip art category. Girl 2 Drink. Okay, select category. Cocktail. Drinks. We didn't specifically say Girl 1 or Girl 2 for that one. Okay, so we're going to reposition. Didn't reposition it. Why? I think it's good just the same. I think it's good. Usually it'll give you a different option than what you had there, so that you can see the difference with the different drinks. But we'll say done. We'll check it out in the campaign when we go to check everything over before we publish. Okay, that's that. What else do we have to do? We have to do her hair. We have to do her fingers. Girl 2 fingers. Clip art. Girl 2 fingers. Cocktail. Girl 2 finger. Okay. Clip art setting. Reposition. Yep, that looks good. And we did her eyes. We got to do her hair. That's all's left, I think. Yep. Now this is where it gets tricky. I hate doing this. But that's it. Girl 2 hair. Yeah, hair is tricky when there's more than one hairstyle. I did some ornaments a while back with some, I think it was 54 different men's hairstyles. And I had to reconfigure each one of those hairstyles to fit on the guy's head. And I got it done. And I must say, the time I put into it was well worth my effort, because I sold tons and tons and tons of ornaments. Okay, one clip art category. Girl 2 hair. Okay, select one clip art category. Cocktail. Girl 2 hair. So that's subcategories. Select. Oh, I did it wrong. I selected one clip art category. I should have selected one group of clip art categories. Okay. You got to be careful of that, because it won't let you do it. You'll realize it before you won't publish it like it, because it won't let you be able to customize the hair if you don't do it right. So now show clip arts to reposition. So reposition the long hair. The long hair should be fine. The long hair is fine, because we spent 5 minutes earlier setting that up and putting it in, so that it's perfect. The next one is the short hair. Reposition. Oh yeah, that's really, really cute. Let's drag that up. That's way too big. We gotta make it smaller. We gotta make it fit on top of her head perfectly. And I think that's good. I'll go down another little tiny bit. Yep, that's good there. So, yep, that one's excellent. So now, next one we got to reposition is the updo hair. Reposition. Okay, that one as well. Got to be moved up and made smaller. Okay, it's pretty saucy looking with that bang down their eyes. Okay, let's check them out again. Make sure. Yep, that one's good. This one's good, and this one's good. And that's the hair done. And I think that's it now. I think that's everything. I think so. The drink, the fingertips, the shoes, the body, the pants, the shirt, the eyes, the hair. I think we're good. Alrighty. Girl 2 hair. Okay. So I'm going to group all these as well into a group. So I'm going to highlight them all. I'm going to hit Control G and I'm going to call this Girl 2. That way if we need to make any edits, it's easy to find the layer that we need. If we had those all just left as one big long list of layers and no order to it, it would be a nightmare. If we got to go back in once we go into our campaign and test all this out, if there's something that needs adjustment or change, we got to come back in here, find the right layer, make the correct change, and get her done. Okay, so this group is going to, oh shit, I did it again. Group is called Girl 2. Okay, and then the only thing we got other than that is our Girl 2 name, which if we click on it, it highlights here. And if we click on Girl 1 name, it highlights here. Top text is up here. Girl 2, so that highlights the whole girl. Takes all the girls. So if I had to resize that for any reason, I could just drag on it and resize it. Okay, and that encompasses all Girl 1. If I highlight both layers, whoops, because of system security and protect your data, you have to log out and log in again. That's because I've been on there so long. Oh shoot. So log out. I hope it saves. If it doesn't save, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so mad. See what I mean about saving? Open app. Oh dear God, I hope it saved it for me. If it didn't, I'm going to be pissed. Okay. Artwork. Let's go in here and make sure. Zoom in. 75%. No, it didn't save it. Look. Oh no! Oh no! I'm angry now. I had all this done, look, and now I got to do it all over again. So it's a good idea to get used to saving your work every couple minutes. Body, Girl B. Just bear with me because I got to do this all again. One clipart. Girl 2 body. That's so unfair that they did that to me. It's only a minute to set it back up though. It wasn't hard to do. Girl 2 body. And if I wasn't on this live, I wouldn't even really care, but I don't want to hold you up. I'll do this as quickly as I can because I know that the most important thing now is to get the mock-up done after this. Get the mock-up done and get this published to my store. Okay, so that's the body. Oh, I'm so disgusted. It's good that they respect your security. That's why they did that. Girl 2 shirt, Girl 2 shoes, Girl 2 eyes. Girl 2 eyes. Okay, we'll go in here, customize, one group. Girl 2 eyes. Select one clipart category is cocktail. Girl 1 eyes. Reposition. We're all good. We go back. Cocktail. Girl 2 drink. Cocktail drinks. Reposition. Okay. Option title, girl 2, 1 clip art category, tail, girl 2 fingers, reposition, done. Okay, so all's left for me to do now is the hair. I'm going to save this. They're not doing that to me again. And go back in here. Alright, zoom in, 75%. Girl 2 hair. Okay. Go in here and edit one group of clip art categories. Girl 2 hair. Cocktail girl 2 hair. Okay. Okay, so we know the long hair is good. We know the short hair got to be made a little bit smaller, fit on her head a little bit better there, and repositioned. That's not big enough. Move it out and move it up. Okay, and we'll say done for that one. Reposition this one, make it a little bit smaller. And there we go. And done. Reposition, reposition, reposition. Okay, that's the hair all set up. So we go back, and the last thing I wanted to do was put this stuff in group. So I'll highlight them all, hit Control G, call it Girl 2. Okay, so that was quite a lesson to me to save my work. This has happened to me, not in this, but in other programs where I didn't have my work saved, and it was a lot of work into it, and it just tanked, and I lost everything. Okay, so let's go back into our artwork again. Now there's one more thing that we need to do. I think what I'm going to do here, instead of copying this so that it's front and back, I'm going to put a paragraph here. So before I publish this, I'm going to come back in. I'm going to put a paragraph in here that's editable, but they can leave it the same if they like. I'm going to go on ChatGPT and get some kind of sappy little verse that I can put on there, and we'll see. So you can reorder these variants here. You can reorder all this. So what I want to do is click reorder up here, and by reorder I mean that's the order that they're going to show up on your product page. So I want all the hair at the top. So Girl 1 hair is going to be at the top, and I want Girl 2 hair at the top as well, because where those are drop down lists, I don't want the customer to be able to miss them. So I'm going to group the body together, the pants together, the shirt, the shoes. So Girl 1 body and Girl 2 body. Okay, Girl 2 pants is here, so I'm going to drag Girl 1 pants up just above that. Girl 1 pants, Girl 2 pants. So we want the shirts next. Girl 1 shirt, drag that up here. Girl 1 shoes. Girl 1 shoes. Where did your shoes go? Girl 1. Girl 1 shoes. Girl 1 shoes. Right above Girl 2 shoes. Okay. I don't know if it's good that I'm doing this or not. That's just the way I want to do it this time. Just see how it looks. I can always go back and change it after. It's very simple to reorder all this. Drink, Girl 1 drink. Girl 2 drink. Girl 1 and Girl 2 fingers. And then you got your heading, your girl 1 name, and your girl 2 name. So I'm going to drag the heading and the girl 1 name and girl 2 name right up to the top, just above the hair. Okay. Got a job to see that. Got some little icon popped up there in the corner of my screen and it's getting on my nerves. Okay. The heading, girl 1 name, and girl 2 name. Heading, girl 1 name, girl 2 name, and save. Now we're going to go back into our campaign and we're going to test this baby out. Campaign. Best friend's cocktail mug. Again, it looks kind of stupid because it got this bit of overlap here. It's not centered properly, but I'll see to that. Okay. So, heading. What are we going to call it? We're going to call it. Actually, let's go in and fix up our mockup first. So let's just click in here in the little pencil for the edit button on the mockup itself. So this kind of spills over. So all you need to do is just select your print area and drag it over a little bit. So earlier I said about the curve in the mug. You see at the bottom there's a bit of a curve in that mug, and the text is not curved. So it doesn't really look natural to me because I look for that kind of thing, but I guess anybody that doesn't look for it or anybody that's just interested in design wouldn't even notice. Now if that was actually printed on the mug and the photograph was taken of this print on the mug, this would have a slight curve in it as well as would this up top. It's very slight, but enough to make it look more realistic. Like I could drag this down, I could drag it so that it's really small. Okay, but I don't really want to do that. I could hit save and look how small it is. Okay, let's just go back in here again. Let's click it and zoom it back the way it was. You don't want it too big because it won't look right. Okay. Centered. Looks good to me. So we'll make it a tiny bit bigger too. Okay. Alright, hit save. I think it looks just perfect. So we're going to try each and every one of these little variables here that we can change just to make sure they're all working. So BFFs since 1979. Since, I might want to spell it properly. 1979. Okay. So, girl 1 name is Joanne. And girl 2 name is Pamela. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I could make that text a little bit bigger there. I just might. I might go back in. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. We're going to make that a little bit bigger. Girl 1 name. It's 45. We're going to make it 55. Okay. Girl 2 name. Make that a 55 as well. That'll make a big difference. Okay, so that's done. Just hit save. All done. Okay, so back into your campaign again. Okay, you see the names are a little bit better. What did we say? Joanne and Pamela. Heading was BFFs since 1979. Joanne and, oops, not Joanne and, Joanne, Pamela. Okay. Girl 1 hair. See, what I don't like about this is that this should stay put while you're scrolling in this so that you can see what you're picking. Okay, that's her hair. Girl 2 hair. We're going to give her a red. Nope. We're going to give her short hair, red. Okay. That's that. So now for body. Let's go medium for this one and a little bit more dark for this one. Okay. It doesn't seem like it changed much. Let's go to the extreme just to make sure it's working. We'll go really dark for one and really light for two. Oh yeah, it's working. Alright, so we can go back to this. This is just a test. This is just to make sure that all the options are working properly. Because we don't want our customers to get on our site and then have trouble customizing this just the way they want it. We want it to be as seamless as possible. When they're done, they're happy and they're more prone to order it then. And one thing about these best friends mugs, people don't just order one. They might order one if they're buying it for a gift for their friend or their sister or whatever. But generally they order multiple. And it's very easy for us to go in now and recreate all this, add another set of characters. We can have it with 3, we can have it with 4, we can have it with 5, 6, 7, 8, however many we want. If you got the time to go on and upload it, and it'll just come up as another option here on your product. So you can have it with 2 characters, 3 characters, 4 characters. I did one with, I think it was 16 family members, and everybody had their own customized shirt and hairstyle and name. And that took quite a while to set up, but that's another, I did it on an ornament, and I sold hundreds of those ornaments. Okay, and I didn't have to set anything up. Once I had the initial setup done, everybody went on and they uploaded their information and customized all their family members. Some people had 9 family members, some people had 12, some people had 3 family members. But each different option was set up perfectly. And I didn't get one complaint about the ornaments. I didn't get one bad bit of feedback. I got everything positive. Everybody just absolutely loved it. Okay, so what are we doing here now? I got away from myself here talking. So we got the body. So we got to set the fingers the same. So before we do anything, I should have probably put the fingers here. Fingers was this one and this one. Now their fingers match. So I'm going to give the girl on the very left, I'm going to give her this yellow, I'm going to give her this pink. That's the girl on the right, sorry. The girl on the right is going to get the pink drink, and the girl on the left is going to get the yellow drink. Somebody's getting, the girl on the right is getting bright green eyes, and the girl on the left is getting these pink color eyes. Girl on the right is getting red shoes. Girl on the white is getting white shoes. We're going to give them, girl on the red is getting a red shirt. She's getting a white shirt, just to make sure that it's working properly. Okay. Girl on the right is getting black pants. Girl on the left is getting white pants. So girl on the left should have everything white. Yes, she do. Look at that. So everything works. Everything is perfect. And the only thing I got left to do now, I could offer that in a 15 ounce and a 20 ounce as well, but I'm not going to. I don't think. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm just doing the 11 ounce. So I'm going to say assign variants. So for this mock-up, you got to tell it which variant you want. I'm going to go in and take out a couple of these variants now in a sec. Select variant, 11 ounce white mug, and hit save. So I don't want this 15 ounce and 20 ounce to show up here. So I'm going to go in here, and this says select product variants. So I'm going to go in and turn these off. I'm going to turn off the 15. I'm going to turn off the 20. So the only one going to show up there now is the 11 ounce. So I hit save, this should disappear. Yep. So right now all's offered is the 11 ounce. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it. Okay. So that's that. I'm just trying to think what's the next step here. So this is still showing up here, but that doesn't matter. I can make this go away too. All I got to do is go into my product base, ceramic mug, and I can take out these print areas, but I'm not going to do that because this is set up so that I can sell 15, 11, or 20 ounce mugs. It's up to myself. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And as for this description here, that's something I can update later. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to get another little thing to put on the back side of that mug. Best friends, cocktail. Okay, so we're going to go in here. Now I'm going to get some custom text. I'm going to get a paragraph. So to get a paragraph, you click on this little plus sign here. Paragraph. And you take it, I'm going to take it over here now, and I'm going to set it up on this side of the mug. I'm going to drag this down because that's about how big I want it to be, and I want it to be nice big letters. And I also want it to be that lemonade font, or lemon font, or whatever it's called. So that was a custom font that I downloaded off of the font, and I uploaded it to TEEINBLUE. So this, I like it. It's kind of like a handwriting type of font. It's very popular now in a lot of Etsy products and whatnot. So I'm going to go into ChatGPT. ChatGPT. So introducing ChatGPT. I should be already logged in there because I use it quite often. Log in. ChatGPT. This AI stuff is really taking everything over. It's sad, really. It's nice that you can get stuff like this, but the extent of it, of how far it's going to go, is just going to be mind-boggling. Okay, so I'm going to ask it to give me 10 very short, funny paragraphs or quotes. 10 very funny friend quotes. Give me 10 very funny friend quotes. That way we can pick out the one we want. Okay, we don't. Let's turn him off. We don't want him to read that to us. A true friend is someone who thinks that you're a good egg even though they know that you're slightly cracked. Friends buy you food. Best friends eat your food. I'd walk through fire for my best friend. Well, not fire because that's dangerous, but a super humid room. Well, not too humid because you know my hair. I like that. So these are really funny quotes. Friends come and go like waves on the ocean, but the true ones stick like an octopus on your face. Friends are like bras, close to your heart and there to support you. I've done a mug before with that on it. A good friend will help you move, but a best friend will help you move a dead body. I like it. Friends are like snowflakes. If you pee on them, they disappear. Friends don't let friends do stupid things alone. They join in. I think that one is appropriate because they're drinking, so the chances are they might be doing some stupid stuff. So let's grab that. Let's just highlight that, right click, hit copy. So now we go back into our TEEINBLUE app here. Where are we? TEEINBLUE portal. So you can't just paste it in here. You got to go into this edit your paragraph. So I'm going to highlight what's already in there and I'm going to hit Control V. Okay, so the text is in there, but it's not big enough. So what I'm going to do is just click on this up arrow on the font size. And I'm going to keep on going until it gets big as I want it. And I really, really like that, I must say. Now again, I'm going to make this a bit bolder. I'm going to go into our text stroke here, enable stroke, stroke color. I want, oh shit, sorry, that's my favorite word here lately. We want 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's our true black, all zeros. And I want it to be, that's two point stroke. 3, 4, 5. I think the 5 looks kind of good. Let's see how it looks on the mug. Let's just hit save here. Let's go back to our campaign. Now I got a problem because I only got one mock-up and I got a back on that. So what I need to do is I need to go into my Photoshop and I need to flip this mug around. So I'm going to go into File, Open, and I'm going to make a brand new mock-up for that. Let's see. Where are we? It's getting late now and I'm getting sleepy and hungry. Downloads. Go into the one where I downloaded these mock-ups. This one comes in a Photoshop version. I'm going to open that up and see if I can just flip the mug without flipping the background. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try. Let's hit our layers. Window, layers. Nope, the mugs are built right in there. Shoot. Let's just double click on this and see what comes up here. Background. And I'm not cutting that mug out and trying to fix up this background. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit Control T. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say flip horizontal. And that's where that little phrase is going. When I get ready to get serious about mugs and publish a couple hundred, I am going to get a nice mock-up that has two sides to it. Like you can get it with hands holding two mugs so that you can see the front and the back at the same time. So I'm just going to right click on that. I'm going to go back into mug mockup and I'm going to turn all these off. Okay, let's turn all these layers off. Okay, I'm going to hit save on that. And then I'm going to go in where? I'm going to turn this layer off with that sample text on there. Now I'm going to export this as a PNG file. Export as PNG. Now where did I export the other one, I wonder? Oh well, I'll just export it here. Mug mockup v3 PNG. That's close enough. Okay, so that's exporting there now. I'm going to go back into my TEEINBLUE. Where are we? In here. And I'm going to go into product base in here and I'm going to upload another mockup, which is going to be exactly the same as this one except that the mug is flipped around and so is the background. So we're going to, I just saved that in my Google Drive here. Let's see, mug, this one, I think. It's taking its time. Okay, so we're going to add our print area, and it's going to be this one, 2550, and I got to drag that out. And because the paragraph text that I just put in there is on this side of the print area, I'm going to hover that over there. Because it got a transparent background, it doesn't matter that you don't have this side masked or covered with an overlay or whatever to make it look like it's actually on there, because there's no pixels here to cover up the mockup. Okay, so I'm just going to hit save on that. That's not the right one. Dang. Huh. What did I do? I didn't save it. Okay. Now hit Control S to save. Actually, I'm just going to export this as a PNG. Export as a PNG file. We'll change this. We'll cover that up. Say yes, and we'll upload that one instead. Because we want the handle on the left-hand side instead of the right-hand side for this one. This one got it on the right, the other one got to have it on the left. So remove, upload. Now where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. We're waiting for it. There it is. And the handle's on the left-hand side. Okay. As soon as that uploads, now we'll add that print area to it and we'll check it out, make sure it's all good. We'll set that paragraph up so that it's editable by the customer if they want. They can leave it as is or they can edit it with their own little saying or phrase or private joke or story or whatever they want. Okay, so we're going to add our print area. This actually didn't take as long to set up as I thought it would, because in the past when I've done it, it's taken forever because I was still figuring out how to do it. So hopefully you guys get a little bit of an advantage here because you'll have somebody to show you exactly what to do. 90% of what I did I had to figure out on my own because there were, and still is, very few YouTube videos about this. So once you change the product base, if you already have this assigned to any campaigns, you need to hit Update Campaign. So it'll tell you which campaigns this product base is used in. So right now it's just this one, so I'm just going to hit check this box. And because it's not published, it doesn't really matter. It won't let you do it. It won't let you update it because you haven't published it. Okay, so we just get out of here, hit save here. Now we're going to go back into our campaign. Best Friends Cocktail Mug. Now you see it's still not showing up there. So we got the available product. We don't have to add anything else up here. But what we got to do is we got to go down and import that new mock-up from the product base. And it's this one. And I don't have it set up right because I need to have it more centered than that. Okay. So that's not hard to do. All you got to do is just click on your little... it's probably a good idea to go into your product base and do that because... maybe not. Let's just do it here. So it shows you your artwork. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm just worried about this girl coming onto the handle of that mug. Okay, it shows you where it's going to show up to on the mock-up. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good there. Okay, let's hit save. And it looks lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, I think we're ready to publish this little baby. Oh no. She is showing up over here. Let's go in and see if we can fix that. I don't know about this. So what I'm going to have to do with this is I'm going to have to, let's see, which side is that? Okay, it's this one. It's the one with the handle on the right here. So I'm going to have to go in here, and what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to make another image that I can overlay that with, and I'm going to have to just, I'm going to cut this much out of this mug, just enough so that that text will show up there. So I'm just going to take my selection tool and I'm going to just select it. And by the way, I'm in Photoshop now. You can do all this in Canva as well. Okay, I'm going to hit delete, and that's going to give me a transparent spot in this mug. So I'm going to hit Control D, and I'm going to hit File, Export, and I'm going to call it Mug Overlay. Where are we? Mug Mockup. We're going to call it Mug Overlay. Okay, hit Save. And while that's saving there, we'll go back into our TEEINBLUE. Where are we? TEEINBLUE. Okay. So now we're going to upload that image, and that's going to go over this, and it'll cover everything over except this text, because we got that part cut out of that mug. So we're going to go add image. Sometimes there's a lot of tricking around to do to get things to come out the way you want. You see things on the internet and they look so professionally done, but it's only people like you and me doing them, and they have all the same challenges that we have, and they just find creative ways to get around them. So as soon as that uploads, this girl should disappear. So there. Now our mock-up is complete. So we hit save. And now we got a perfect mock-up on that side. And be honest with you, I'm quite happy with my day's work, because that was quite an endeavor to do that. I would recommend that if you're going to set something up like this with some of that clip art, you keep the options to a minimum until you get used to doing it. Either that, or just take a couple days and take your time at it, and it's like a marathon. You got to keep on going and get it done, because the trick to it is to check your work as you go, because you don't want to have it published and then go on your page and find a whole big bunch of mistakes. Then you got to go back in here and you got to rejig everything. So I just want to go in and make that paragraph editable now. So I'm going to go back into artwork, edit. So paragraph, go into edit. This is the default paragraph. That's the one we're including in our product. So we want to make it so that anybody can update it and put in their own paragraph. So add a toggle to show or hide this layer. I don't think so. I think I'd like to send out a mug with two sides printed. So we're going to click Enable Personalization. Option title is quote paragraph, Q-U-O-T-E, paragraph, quote paragraph, and the optional text, or the default text, I'm going to copy, hit Control C, and place that in the placeholder. And that's going to be optional. Change it if you want, or change if you want, if desired. There you go. That sounds good. Change if desired. Okay. Friends don't let friends do stupid things alone. They join in. That's cute. I got a couple friends I could give that to. Alright. And we want that in all uppercase. Text character limit. I'm not putting in any text character limit there. They can put in as much or as little as they want if they want to change it. Enable prefix, no. Allow customers to change text color, no. Allow customers to change font, no. Mark the option as required, yes. Gotta have something in there. Okay, show customization on checkout. I don't know if I tick that off for all those fields or not. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Okay, so that's done. Okay, save. Back to our campaign, and we are getting ready to publish this little baby. Okay, so I think it looks absolutely incredible. I don't know about you. So these things here are showing up. When I publish this, this is going to show on my published Shopify page. But I will show you now how to get rid of those. So you don't need that. We already know it's a mug. We already know it's white. And probably I should put in here 11 ounce. I'm going to put 11 ounce in here before I publish it. Best Friends 11 ounce mug. Okay, click. And okay, so I'm ready to launch this now. I'm going to click on launch. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like in my store. Launch. Okay, so it's been published to my Shopify store. So now I got to go into my Shopify store, which is right here under products. I was fooling around with mouse pads earlier. I put it in an offer for $10 mouse pads because I do them myself. I sublimate them. There's a few links in the description below for sublimation items if anybody's into that stuff. Anything that you purchase under my descriptions, I get a little tiny cut of it. And I mean little tiny. But you know what? It all adds up. If I can get enough people clicking, it might help support my efforts here so that I don't have to be out working for somebody else. I like sitting home designing and doing my own items and mailing out my own stuff, and that's what I like to do. So every little bit helps. So if you want to order something on Amazon, click on one of my links and then order whatever you want, and I'll get a little bitty cut of it, and I'll be able to keep going with what I'm doing here. Alright, so let's go back here into products. So showing up here. Okay, Best Friends Cocktail 11 ounce mug. So we'll click in here. Alrighty. Now, I will update this description at a later date. It's active. I want to change the managed sales channels so I can set up Facebook and Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and Snapchat ads. I don't use all of them, but I try to tick them all off because sometimes I might want to do that. I might want to put it in my Facebook shop or something like that. So I got to check everything over. So I'm just scrolling down through. That all looks good to me. Insights. We got to add this to collection. So remember I said it shows available product is ceramic mug, color is white, size is 11 ounce. We want to go in here and edit and click the delete button. Edit, delete, edit, delete. It's different if it was something that you could change, like if you were offering 11 ounce and 15 ounce mugs and they could choose. You have to leave that in there so that they can choose, but there's no choices like that to be made, so you just take that all out. So I got that taken out. Our price is $29.99. Compare at, I'm not putting in a compare at price, make it look like it's on sale, because it certainly is not. That's what I have to charge for it in order to make even just a few bucks off of it. So, and you know, not doing it. So now we're going to choose our collection. I have some collections set up. One of the collections that I have is personalized gifts, and that's set up in my menu. So when I hit save on this, I should be able to go into my actual store, go into my menu, into personalized gifts, and this mug should show up in here. This is routine. Every time I publish product, I choose a collection. I put tags in here. Mug. Not COVID mug. Mug. Best Friends. I always have trouble doing this. Friends. Huh. Oh, I should be hitting my tab key, I think. Friends. Nope. I hit enter and it gives me a hard time. And okay. Friends. Bar stool. Somebody might see it and then they might go back to look at it and they might search bar stools. So if you do that, this will come up here. Anyway, I'll think up some more later on. So I'm just going down through here, and This is set up so that now if anybody orders this mug, it'll be automatically sent to Shopify, and they will get it printed. I'll have to pay my cost for it, and I just keep the rest. But you have to pay for it before they start to print it. Okay, shipping weight, we don't need to worry about that. Variants, we don't need to worry about that. Down here is a search engine listing. So anything that you want to show up in a search engine, like any keywords that you have, it's better to come up with a good description that will go in here in the first little bit of the search engine listing, because that's what the customer's going to see if they search Best Friends Cocktail 11-ounce mug, or if they search Best Friends mug or whatever. If you got those words in the first part of your description, that's going to rank on Google, and it's going to show up in the results. You might not get the first page right away, but if you got enough really good keywords in there, you'll get her on there. I've had quite a few products, probably first or second listing in Google, and people make such a fuss about SEO. SEO is nothing but common sense. You just put what's important in there and what's relevant, and the rest takes care of itself. You got to be careful that you put in enough keywords. Key phrases are good, like some common phrase that people would search for instead of just words that would be combined together. You get more rankings like that. Okay, I'm ready to save this now and check it out. So I'm going to hit save. Okay, it says variants with available product color and size will be deleted from your store. Yes, that's what I want it to do. I don't want those variants in there because they're not really variants. Let's hit save product. Product saved. So now that it's saved, I'll go up here and hit view. And it brings it up. And I'm so happy. Okay. Oh, there's the little puppy. Haven't made a sound for 2 hours. God love his heart. Okay. So let's try, let's go back into ChatGPT and get a different quote now. A true friend is someone who thinks you're a good egg, even though they know you're slightly cracked. Okay. We'll get that one. And we'll paste it in there and see what it comes out looking like. It looks quite nice. I could put a hard return here so that the guy's name is on here. Yep. Or I can take this out altogether. Delete. Or I can put a hard return before the word no. And I could put a hard return before the word slightly, just to even it out a little bit. There, I think it looks lovely. Okay, I'm just going to test out my menu now. I'm just going to click off of that. I might need to, no, I don't need to refresh it. Okay, I do dart shirts, customized dart shirts. That's my favorite thing to do. But okay, personalized gifts. And there we have it. We have our little mug. Best friends forever. I don't know why I get so excited about this stuff. Okay. That looks just lovely. So that's been published. So in a little while this video will go live, and well, it's live right now, but it'll be published permanently on my YouTube account. If you watch it and you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to message me, comment on this video, send me an email at islanddesignfactory@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. If you found this useful and informative, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. This is my 3rd video in a series of what's hopefully going to be 100. Right now what I'm working on is getting lots and lots of print-on-demand products published to my store so that I can be all stocked up by Christmas and hopefully do very, very well. I do products through Printify as well as SHINEON Jewelry. Anybody's interested in SHINEON Jewelry, stay tuned because I'll be doing lots and lots of that. I love the TEEINBLUE. I love Shopify. I love Photoshop and Illustrator. And I have links for all those in the description. I don't have a link yet to TEEINBLUE, but if you're interested in signing up for that and testing it out, I think they have a free trial. I think you get a 2-week free trial. Hopefully I'll have a link for that soon in my description. So I thank you all for watching my video, and I hope that you'll subscribe, and I hope you have a great night, and I hope you make lots of products that you can sell on your Shopify site and make tons and tons of money. Have a good night.